For people struggling with back pain or sciatica, and for who no pain relief meds, yoga stretches, injections, or electrical stimulation gadgets have ever worked, one physical therapist has an unusual method everyone needs to know about. A method that until now has only been available to clients in his private clinic in Denver, Colorado. This gentle pain relief method goes way beyond traditional strengthening and stretching exercises. And it doesn't matter if the pain is caused by a bulging disc, core weakness, herniated disc, or joint pain. This relief routine can help regular people regain everyday movement quickly as the first day, in fact. And the best part is, it can help ensure the pain doesn't ever come back.
Hello, my name is Rick Olderman. I'm a physical therapist and the author of the best-selling Fixing You book series. I believe I have a rather unique approach to relieving pain, because what I've discovered here at my practice in Denver, Colorado, is that the reason many people can't rid themselves of the back pain or sciatica that's ruining their lives is because they don't deal with the pain at the source. Until now, I've only been able to share the information in this video with my private clients, many of whom travel hundreds of miles to see me. But in the next 4 minutes, I'm going to take you behind the scenes of my practice and show you what I show them. For enjoying painless movement again, the great news is anyone can do this right from the comfort of home, without needing to perform any strange yoga stretches, gulping down pain meds, or relying on any risky surgeries. So no matter what has been tried before, people suffering from back pain or sciatica owe it to themselves to see if this new discovery will work for them. And I know all too well what it's like to suffer with back pain, because my own pain started before I attended physical therapy school, and unfortunately, I didn't find the answers to back pain there either. In fact, after studying pain and the causes of pain for over 20 years, I've discovered that 99% of what doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, and other so-called experts tell us about chronic pain is wrong. Dead wrong. Why? Because, like I said, their methods and advice fail to address the source of the pain. Instead, they simply focus on the area of the pain and hope to fix that, completely ignoring the real reason for the pain, which is often located elsewhere in the body. The result? Their methods can only ever soothe pain temporarily. It's kind of like looking at an x-ray of a broken left thumb and putting it in a cast, without realizing the right hand is constantly hitting it with a hammer. Until we can stop the right hand from hitting the left, the pain will keep boomeranging back into our body. For instance, chiropractors and orthopedists believe that shifted vertebrae cause back pain. Yet, 3 recent studies reveal the majority of people with herniated and displaced discs have no pain at all. However, doctors still try to put the vertebrae back in place using adjustments and surgery. So, how did the disc get displaced in the first place? It's because of tight muscles pulling on the vertebrae. So, until the tight muscles and, more importantly, the reasons they're tight are addressed, the discs will always become damaged again and again. It's a similar story with massage therapists. Massage therapists are trained to relax the muscles, which feels wonderful, but they can only stay relaxed for a short time. Again, until the imbalances and movements tightening these muscles are addressed, the muscles will just spring right back into being tight, contracted, and painful. Or maybe you bought into one of those online gurus offering you one simple stretch. Marketing gurus love to blame one particular muscle, like the hip flexor, for all their pain. People come to my clinic all the time after they've tried their programs without success. Here's the truth. Different people have different causes of back pain. Are we really to believe one muscle is causing everyone's pain? If that was the case, don't you think everyone would know that by now? I believe, scratch that, I know there's a better way than traditional back pain methods. And it's all based around the way we move our body. You simply need to move your body differently than you're moving it right now. And I don't mean stretch your body. As you'll see in a second, stretching can actually make back pain worse. Now, for many years, I faced criticism among my peers. Why? Because what I was teaching was the exact opposite of what so many physical therapists, doctors, fitness gurus, and book authors were recommending. And that's why it's so important that I get the word out there. I show everybody who comes into my clinic a few simple, relaxing, muscle-releasing movements. Movements that help soothe pain at the source. And not only can they rapidly relieve back pain, whether it's a dull ache or sharp stabbing sensation, these movements can help improve posture, help boost energy levels, help the body better deal with stress, lift the bad mood thanks to an increase in serotonin levels, and help induce much more relaxing sleep. Many of my patients tell me they enjoyed a deep, rejuvenating sleep the same night they performed these movements. Now, keep watching, because in a moment I'll show you how to move your body in a way that relaxes and releases the muscles from pain long term. Before we get to that, I have a confession to make. The truth is, when I first started working with clients, I was letting them down. I wasn't able to deliver the results they so desperately needed. Believe me, I tried everything to help my patients, even becoming certified in therapeutic dry needling, which is using acupuncture needles to help pain. But nothing I did seemed to have a lasting effect. That is until I discovered the real key to relieving pain. And the answer came in the unlikely form of a phone call from one of my book readers. Her name was Janice, and I could hear her sobbing over the phone. Janice had back pain so awful, she was ready to take her own life. She couldn't sleep, she couldn't sit, she couldn't go to work. And I was distraught. Why? Because Janice was close to ending her life, and I felt like I was failing her. Then, out of the blue, a month after our phone call, Janice called again. But this time, she told me she was completely free of pain. My jaw almost hit my desk. "Janice, I'm so happy for you. But what happened?" I said. She asked me if I'd heard of Dr. Thomas Hanna and his methods. I confessed I hadn't. Janice said after one 60-minute treatment with Dr. Hanna's method, she was almost entirely pain-free. A week or two later, and her debilitating pain was completely gone. Not only that, the method she was taught was quick, simple, easy, and painless. Well, I had to know more. So I started digging into Dr. Hanna's work myself. How could this mysterious method deliver such long-lasting results in only 60 minutes? It turns out Dr. Hanna was a great believer in addressing the source of the pain, not the discs in our spine, but where the pain originates from. Over the next 3 years, I studied his methods in order to become a certified practitioner. And before long, I began incorporating these new methods into my own practice. The results were amazing. With the movement mechanics I learned years earlier from Dr. Shirley Sahrmann, a professor at Washington University's program in physical therapy in St. Louis, I would help 60 to 70% of my chronic back or sciatic pain patients. But after I implemented this new method, I was helping 85 to 95% of these same types of clients. Finally, I was able to help the toughest patients that I had previously struggled with. And while it would often take weeks and months to see results before, with this new method, my patients would feel better in minutes. I felt like I'd found the holy grail of back pain therapies. It was quick, painless, and incredibly effective. Now, over the years, I've combined Dr. Hanna's methods with Dr. Sahrmann's methods. They fit hand in glove. And as I combine these discoveries into a simple system, I've been lucky enough to help thousands of men and women break free from their own prison of pain. Take my client Jim, who suffered from agonizing pain in his lower back. He told me it hurt the most when he bent down. I took one look at him and told him he would be using a bending down movement to relieve his pain. Well, Jim looked at me like I was crazy. And who can blame him? It may seem counterintuitive, but once I show you how the method works, it will all make perfect sense. By the end of our session, Jim was still looking at me baffled, but this time it was because his pain had disappeared. He said, "I can't believe how good I feel." Now, I've got files full of stories and testimonials just like Jim's. I'll share them with you shortly. Yet, few patient stories match what happened when Nancy was wheeled into my clinic by her husband Dave. Nancy was confined to a wheelchair, and I later found out she was reluctantly considering surgery. But even the surgeon couldn't guarantee it would work. Nancy's sciatic pain started in perhaps the same way many others did. It only flared up on days when she overdid it, like when she was moving heavy things or when she was on her feet for long periods. Nancy thought she could live with it, but over time it got worse and worse until it ached and tortured her every day. Soon it was affecting her sleep and she couldn't exercise. Nancy tried several other approaches. Some sessions made her feel a little better, but the pain always came roaring back within hours. She also tried back stretching routines and yoga. They seemed to help for a little while, but nothing really had that long-lasting effect. Of course, she tried painkillers too, but the idea of taking fistfuls of pills for the rest of her life scared her. What's more, the pills made her nauseous. Then one day, as Nancy was unloading the dishwasher, a lightning bolt of pain struck her back and radiated down her legs. The pain was so sharp it brought her to tears. Suddenly, it was too painful for her to even walk. From that moment on, Nancy's husband, Dave, had to do everything for her. She felt helpless. And when Dave brought home the wheelchair for the first time, Nancy cried. The thought of being stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of her life, it was so awful she couldn't take it. Nancy and Dave faced spending thousands of dollars on wheelchair ramps and stair lifts, and they were looking to me for hope. Fortunately, I knew what to do. I placed one hand on Nancy's shoulder, looked her in the eye, and said, "Nancy, I know how to fix this. I can relieve your pain." She looked at me with hope in her eyes. Carefully, I helped Nancy out of her chair. I then told Nancy exactly what was causing her pain. Then I had her do a few very simple, very gentle movements. Instantly, I saw a change in her expression. Very quickly, these soft, slow movements unlocked her back, hip, and leg muscles. Nancy immediately started feeling better. After about 30 minutes of using my method, I asked her to stand up and walk. Her eyes widened. She looked at Dave, silently mouthed to him, Can I do this?" Then she walked across the room very slowly, and then she did it again, and again, and again, and each time a little faster, a little easier. I remember her smile growing with each lap around the clinic. She was able to do it pain-free for the first time in months. She finally walked over to me, took my face in her hands, and with tears of joy in her eyes said, "Rick, you did it. I can walk." That day, she pushed her wheelchair out of my office. Nancy continued to perform the movements I gave her for a few more weeks at home. Every now and then I hear from her and she tells me she's doing just fine. Thanks to a few simple changes to the way she moves, Nancy has her life back. Now, of course, not everyone comes to me in such severe pain as Nancy, but I'm able to help just about everybody who does with my method. So by now you're probably wondering, how can I fix my back pain? Just by changing the way I move. Well, let me share the secret with you. It's all to do with the way the brain senses the muscles. If you're anything like many people, the back pain or sciatica likely erupted when reaching over to the glove box, or bending down to pick up the groceries, or leaning over to strap a child into their car seat. Yet the original trigger for the pain happened way before that single event. Perhaps it was an accident, surgery, or some type of sports injury. Or maybe, like millions of other people, it came from sitting in the same chair, in the same position at work, for most of the day. Or maybe from dealing with a lot of emotional stress. That can trigger chronic pain too. Each of these things can teach and train the brain to keep the muscles tight, fixed, and contracted. Chronic back pain is what happens when one becomes stuck in the way their bodies respond to the stresses in life. This condition even has a sciencey name. It's called sensory motor amnesia, or SMA for short. And SMA is the root cause of not just back pain and sciatica, but joint pain, neck, shoulder, and hip pain, poor posture, shallow breathing, and uneven leg length. SMA is also the reason why stretching is not the best way to fix pain, despite what online gurus may tell you. You see, when stretching, the tight muscles fight back and double down on their contraction. This is called a stretch reflex, and it can lead to increased tension in the muscles and an even more painful back. SMA is a vicious cycle. It triggers pain, it locks up the muscles, which then triggers more pain. The muscles get even tighter, and so on. The whole sequence spirals and the pain gets worse and worse. It's why back pain can drag on for years and spread to other parts of the body. And it's why the pain always comes back, no matter what is tried. If the sensory motor amnesia is never fixed, the cycle just continues on and on. So what's the answer? How can we break the cycle? How can the pain be soothed without counterproductive stretches, pain meds, or invasive surgery? At the core of my method is a set of targeted muscle release movements based around pendiculation. If you've ever yawned in the morning or seen a cat arch its back when it wakes up from a nap, you've seen pendiculation in action. And it's going to help reset the natural muscle length and improve motor function. Because when done right, the pain can just dissolve away. And not only does targeted muscle release help stop the body from being stuck and fixed in position, it actually helps reset the feedback loop between the brain and muscles. Bottom line, it returns the body to its natural painless state. Imagine a time before back pain. That is where we're headed. You see, when these gentle movements are performed correctly, the body relearns how to use and move the muscles, helping the body break the cycle of pain long term. So for anyone wanting to eliminate back pain, the body needs to unlearn the response that trapped it in a prison of pain in the first place. The good news? My method helps restore natural movement and helps release muscle pain, actually soothing away back pain. The results have been incredible, so much so that the waiting list at my practice is a mile long. In fact, my method is so successful that I conduct seminars to sold-out hotel ballrooms. Take a look. This back pain seminar was standing room only. Yet the raging success of my relief routine has had a big downside. I simply cannot help as many people as I'd like. Now, I thought about starting more clinics to help more people, but that would be incredibly expensive and time-consuming. After all, I want to help people now. And I want to help people no matter where they live. That's when I realized there was a better way to help everyone. And that's why I've created a method, a follow-along program anyone can use right from the comfort of home. I call it the 15-minute back. And it's the only pain relief program designed to help relieve back pain and sciatica in only 15 minutes a day by targeting it at its source. Give me just 15 minutes of your day, and in 21 days from now, you'll see why so many people are experiencing painless movement again. This can be done by following along at home without any expensive equipment, weird yoga stretches, or dangerous surgery. I know my method works because I've taught it to thousands of people right here in my clinic. And it will work for just about anybody, even if, no, especially if, all sorts of gimmicky back pain programs have been tried before and none of them worked. Pain relief meds or herbal supplements have been tried, and although they worked for a short while, the pain always came roaring back. And it will work for people even if they already thrown in the towel, resign themselves to the idea that they have to just live with the pain. With a 15-minute back, pain doesn't stand a chance. Why is it so powerful? Because it's the only back pain relief program that understands how the body works together as a system that can both create and help relieve pain. You'll discover relaxing, pleasurable movements that can help soothe the pain quickly and keep it away, long term. But don't just take it from me. Vivian says about the program, 2 simple stretches done 2 to 3 times a day and watching my posture caused 75% improvement in 2 days. I still do them when I do something to tweak my back, but my life is so much better now. While Holly said, I couldn't exercise because I was constantly injuring myself. It was the way I was moving my body. I just feel like Rick has an incredible understanding of how the body should function. Now I'm excited. I'm getting healthier and stronger. And Bob from Denver had this to say, I'm 55 and had a lifetime of back pain, including 2 surgeries. I've been working with Rick Olderman for 2 years now, and I'm 99.9% pain-free. I'm able to do everything I want to do, bike riding, golf, sports, playing with my kids. I don't even think about my back anymore. Okay, so let's take a look at everything you get in the program. First is my How This All Works video. In my experience, clients get better, faster relief when they understand how and why behind these simple movements. So I'll explain to you. 1, the 3 major causes of back pain and how to tackle each of them. 2, what other practitioners miss and why many people never found permanent relief anywhere else. And 3, how we're going to get it right this time. You're sure to be antsy to get started on the relief routine, but I encourage you to watch this video first. It'll make the results even sweeter. Next up, we'll dive into the pain reduction program. This is where I'll guide you through the gentle muscle release movements that will begin helping to ease the pain. Each session lasts just a few minutes, and the majority of users report a feeling of relief right away. If you can commit to performing these simple movements each day, you can expect to be completely free of worrying about the pain in as little as 21 days from right now. Just 15 minutes a day for 21 days, and your life has changed forever. However, worrying less about the pain is only the beginning of our journey together. Next, I'll walk you through the Restoration and Strength program. Now, you'll only need to watch this video when your back pain has been reduced by 75% or more. And once you feel that relief and that glow of satisfaction, we'll do something important together. We'll strengthen those problem areas to help you move through the world a little easier. Plus, we'll fortify your muscles to defend against future tweaks, strains, and contractions. If you've ever thought your back pain had disappeared and then returned or twisted your body sharply only for the pain to come raging back worse than before, it's likely because you weren't aware of the need to strengthen and restore your back in a way that solves your pain. And that's not your fault. After all, most practitioners in back pain programs simply quit helping you as soon as the pain stops. But not here. In the 15-minute back, we go the extra mile. Follow along with these videos, and together we'll restore movement, flexibility, strength, and keep back pain and sciatica at bay. With no more pain, there's no more pretending to be free from pain for the sake of your loved ones. Back pain no longer controls what you can do. Finally and forever, regain control of your life. Now, clearly the 15-minute back is worth hundreds of dollars. Why? Because it changed lives all over the world. But you won't have to pay anywhere near that to get your own copy. And that means you can look forward to enjoying those favorite sports again, like golf, tennis, cycling, running, bending over and touching the toes without that sharp twinge of pain, playing on the floor with the kids and grandkids again, getting back to the garden without worrying about feeling bad for days afterwards. Having twice the energy as now, because pain is no longer sapping the energy away. Enjoying less fatigue and regaining a happier outlook on life. Even looking forward to a leaner belly as posture improves and the new painless body lets you move around and exercise again. I'm telling you, the 15-minute back is the easiest, gentlest, and fastest way to help ease back pain and sciatica from one's life. Now, the regular retail price for the program is $197, and it's a steal at that price. As you've already seen, my files are full of glowing testimonials from men and women experiencing firsthand the life-changing results from the recommendations in the 15-minute back. But before I share the actual price, I want you to know you're not just getting the core back pain reduction and restoration programs. Inside the members area, you'll also get a short quiz called the Pain Disability Index that helps measure one's current level of pain. Just take the quiz before starting to do the movements, and it will help keep track of the pain's improvement. Plus, I'm giving you a set of checklists so you can monitor pain reduction and restoration over time. This will also help you think about pain like a therapist. This is great because you get to see your progress in real time. You'll know the program is working, the pain is subsiding, and you're regaining free movement again. Of course, you don't have to use the checklist, but members tell me it really helps make their progress more satisfying. So, with the How This All Works welcome video, the pain reduction video series, the restoration and strength follow-along videos, the pain disability index, and the set of checklists, even at $197, the 15-minute back program is worth way more. I mean, think about it. What's the price of finally being free from nagging pain? Being able to sleep comfortably through the night. To be able to tend the garden. What's the price of being able to do the things you love and join in playing with the kids or grandkids? I think you'll agree, you can't really put a price on that. Especially for the people who've dealt with chronic back pain for 5, 10, 20 years and more. That's no way to live. So keep watching because I've made this entire program super affordable. First, let me ask a quick question. What will happen to those who don't rid themselves of back pain? What if nothing changes? They'll have to continue on with life as it is right now, unable to fully enjoy each day, wincing with pain while putting on their shoes, picking up the groceries, or getting out of bed. And the reason is this. The way we move each day, our daily routine, it's all contributing to pain. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but until one makes a few simple changes to their daily movements, they're not dealing with the pain at its source, and they'll be forced to continue living life trapped in that cage of discomfort. Look, I don't want that to happen to anyone. I want everyone to be free from pain. We deserve it. So let's make this an easy decision. If you're watching this video right now, I know you're serious about soothing pain. And not just being free of it for a short while, but getting rid of it for the long term. You're committed and I want to reward you for that. So, because you've watched this far into the video, you won't have to pay $197 today, because I've convinced my publishing team to offer a one-time discount coupon, but only if you can do me one simple favor. After you're done with the program, just drop me a line and tell me how it all went. Maybe it's the feeling of pain lifting from the back. Maybe one specific movement gave the most relief. I want to hear about it. If you'll promise to do that for me, I can offer you the program right now at the low price you see below. That includes the How This All Works welcome video, the pain reduction video, the restoration and strength sequence, the pain disability index, and the set of checklists. And all for just the price you see below. And here's the best part. You don't even have to decide right now. Go ahead and take the 15-minute back pain for a test drive right now. Watch the videos and feel the pain dissolve away from your back. Then, over time, watch how you move around more easily, have greater mobility and strength, and then decide if you want to keep the program. I'm offering you a 60-day money-back guarantee. You have 2 whole months to try the 15-minute back, and if you're not thrilled with the way your back feels after going through the program, if you don't find the video production, course materials, or even the customer service top-notch, and even if you just don't like the tone of my voice, it's not a problem. I'll refund your investment today. Less shipping and handling. No questions asked, no hassles, and no hard feelings. So click the button below this video right now and secure your discounted price. Let me share a few more messages from people who have also taken the program. I find them very inspiring. Robert Castaneda wrote to say, "Wow, and I thought I was headed for a wheelchair. Being in pain for over a year, I've spent money on doctors, physical therapy, aquatics therapy, exercise videos, pain medication, etc., and was still thinking as the pain shot down the back of my legs, what am I doing wrong? Rick's inexpensive little program has the list of questions for self-diagnosis, the explanations of the anatomy of possible causes of pain, the clear instructions for easy stretches to alleviate the pain, free accompanying videos that demonstrate proper self-diagnosis and treatment, and he even answers email questions promptly. Priceless! Don't go to a surgeon until you try the easy self-treatments. Research shows that surgery may only create new pain. Rick will explain why. What a godsend. And Wes says, I had been having back muscle problems for years when I began seeing Rick about 2 years ago. Rick diagnosed my muscle spasms immediately and worked on my muscles to correct it. He gave me a series of exercises which strengthened my trapezius, my glutes, my hips, my sides, and my abs, and showed me new ways to stand and move to prevent muscle spasms. I was pain-free for the first time in many years. While Jason Markle had this to say, if you are suffering from back pain, then I highly recommend this program. In the past, I bought some other books and I diligently tried to follow the exercises and stretches, but even after a few months of trying it, they did not do much for me. All the stretches and exercises are the same for all situations in that book. Rick's program was much better to help pinpoint specific causes of back pain. I even emailed Rick to try to get some suggestions for my specific situation, and he responded back promptly with more information to try to help me. I was really impressed. He seems to be a caring person who is sincerely trying to help others who are suffering. Thanks, Jason. Plus, if you act now before this video ends, I'll give you a super bonus my members have been asking for a while. I'm calling it Somatic Acceleration for Total Body Renewal. This is a full program worth at least $97, and it's yours free when you order right now. Somatic Acceleration for Total Body Renewal is designed to help you become more aware of your muscles. The more aware you are of them, the better you'll be able to control them. Remember when I mentioned sensory motor amnesia and pendiculation? Well, this is where you'll find more of these special movements. These movements that I'll guide you through can provide accelerated back pain and sciatica relief and total body renewal. In short, you're going to feel amazing in just minutes a day with one of these 8 bonus audio programs. So click the button below and you'll get access to the How This All Works welcome video, the pain reduction video series with follow-along pain relieving movements, the restoration and strength video series, the pain targeter quiz, the set of checklists, and the Somatic Acceleration Total Body Renewal Program. In just a few minutes from now, anyone can be on their way to feeling pain relief, maybe for the first time in years, able to once again do the things that bring joy to life. Sports like golf, tennis, and swimming, hobbies like gardening, hiking, and mountain biking. Of course, personal things like getting a good night's sleep and holding the grandkids again. It's no secret. Not being able to do the things we enjoy in life leaves us unfulfilled. Not to mention how useless the pain meds can make one feel. Whatever the pain may be, today it can all be a distant memory in just a few short minutes from now. I know how pain can really suck the joy out of life. It can make one feel frustrated, anxious, irritable, and depressed. Can people with pain even remember a time when they didn't live in pain? It can force people to give up on their dreams. Having gone through a similar experience, I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. With a 15-minute back, imagine all those negative thoughts, feelings, and emotions lifting and ultimately disappearing. Being able to do the things that make us happy again. Living a life full of energy, rich with possibility. Being able to do a job again without days off or having to prove that pain is there. Becoming flexible, healthy, even athletic again. Being able to push the body again like skiing, surfing, and scuba diving. But most of all, getting out of constant pain so life comes on our terms again. This is not wishful thinking or daydreaming. This is documented in the hundreds and hundreds of success stories I see every year. Okay, here's what happens when you click the button below. When you do, a new page will open that takes you to ClickBank's private checkout page. It's completely safe and secure using 256-bit encryption technology. What is ClickBank? They're simply the merchant I use to help process orders. And I chose them because they are the best when it comes to internet security. They use the same Fort Knox-like technology that big brands like Amazon uses for their checkout purposes. So again, click or tap the rectangular button below and let's get you started. A new page will open up. That's your private and secure checkout page. Just enter your information in the boxes and you'll receive instant access to the complete 15-minute back program. Listen, no one should have to suffer through pain for so long. As you heard from Nancy's story, what may be a niggling discomfort right now could turn into something far more serious down the line. So take this opportunity right now to make sure your back pain can never win again. Click the button below and start looking forward to feeling total relief in minutes from now. Remember, I'm doing nothing more than showing you how to move better. The real magic is done by you. You'll be using your own nervous system and muscles to help realign the body. This is what happens with just about everyone I see. The human body is a self-healing miracle. All I'm doing is speeding up that process. I hope you'll let me show you how to help ease back pain. Click the button below right now, and I'll see you on the other side. If you're still watching, I bet you'll have some questions. Let's start with the most common one. Rick, I'm over 60 years old. Will I be able to do the movements? Okay, let me put your mind at rest. These relaxing movements can be done by just about anyone. In fact, the vast majority of my clients are in their 60s and beyond. Remember, these are not difficult stretches or painful yoga contortions. These are gentle, relaxing, even pleasurable movements that release the muscles, unlock the back, and help free the body from pain. They provide total control over the body. Plus, there are beginner and alternative versions of each of the movements. You can simply do the movement as slow, as small, and as comfortable as you wish. You'll never need to stretch or strain the body. Click the button below and let's get started today. Okay, next. How long will it be before I start seeing results? Great question. And the good news is many people feel some relief right away. And that gives them the confidence and excitement to keep going. Like I said, just commit to a few simple movements each day and see what it feels like to be completely painless in just days. Okay, next question. If I don't need to come to your clinic and get results from the program, why are people still waiting to see you? Actually, this is the exact reason I created this program. I thought about opening new clinics, but I realized I don't need to see everyone personally. With this program, you can do everything from the comfort of your home. And I do give this program to those who are suffering every day if I cannot get them into my clinic. Of course, there will always be people who want to come to the clinic for the live experience, but more and more we're recommending people simply purchase the book and video program. I'm a busy working mom. Will I have time to follow this program? If you can spare a few minutes each day to get rid of the stubborn pain that's sucking all the joy out of life, then yes, anyone has the time. The great news is that this program takes just 15 minutes per day to complete. And if you're really pushed for time, you can get that down to about 9 minutes. Remember, everything is done from the comfort of your own home, so there's no driving to a gym or to see a physical therapist. You can fit it in around your schedule anytime you like. So I encourage you, do yourself a favor and try the 15-minute back first. Hit the button below and let's get started. Is there a guarantee? Yes. Your investment in 15-minute back comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. That means you have a full 2 months to try the program for yourself. If you're not impressed with the quality of the videos, the detailed science-based explanations, and all the accompanying bonuses and extra materials, or even if you just can't stand my voice, it's not a problem. Contact our customer support team and we'll refund the purchase price, less shipping and handling if applicable. No questions asked. Do I need any special equipment? All of the movements can be done right there at home without any extra equipment needed. All that is needed is a little bit of room to stretch the legs and move around. I do, however, recommend some equipment to get the most out of the program, and I list these all out and show you where to get them in the private members area. Now, I want to say a big thank you for watching. I truly believe this program will transform one's life for the better, like it has for so many of my patients. This could help so many people if only they knew it existed. Today is the day to take action. So just click the button below. My name's Rick Olderman, and I wish everyone the best of health. I'll see you on the next page.